What up, man? This is your boy Michael. Welcome to a brand new Comic Crusaders special. That's right, folks. We got our awesome homie, the king of the stream. As we said last time, we said, yo, we're going to be talking about Redbox right at the end when we were talking about Crackle. If you missed that, you got to tune into that last episode. There's a lot of dope stuff going on that. All right, but now we're going to be talking about Redbox, baby. Let's bring the king of the streams on, the one and the only Mr. Chris Woolsey. What's poppin'?
Hey! Thanks for having me out.
How you doing?
Let's see if I can do it. Whippa! Is that right?
Hey, there you go, bro.
Is that even close?
Almost no accent. Almost no accent. Wonderful. You're getting there, Chris.
Amazing. Amazing. You're rubbing off on me. This is great. Well, thanks for having me, man. There's so much to tell your people about.
Oh my God. Yeah, folks, we're gonna have to get into this. Let me tell you, because last time, I don't know if you saw Crackle was cracking. Great stuff. Make sure to check that out. But today it's Redbox. And again, the king of the stream be bringing that goodness. It's a candy store. A candy store of content that this man be bringing to our lives. And let's bring up this right here and start taking a look at what's in store for you for April, baby. Oh, yeah. See, I see this for two of you guys. I make these so blind, I don't even look at them. And oh, it's crap. A classic.
So this is awesome. This is the 1993 star-studded film California. So this one, I think I missed this when it first came out to the theaters, but obviously you can see it's packed with these three stars when they were really at the prime of their career. So Brad Pitt, David Duchovny, Juliette Lewis. I mean, come on, you've got Fight Club, X-Files, and Natural Born Killers all rolled into one.
Right.
And speaking of Natural Born Killers, the story is about a couple, and they're both journalists, and they're taking a tour of the sites of famous serial murders. And they find out that one of the people in their group is actually a serial killer.
Oh.
So we talked about this before. I love thrillers. This one's super taut. It's going to keep you on the edge of your seat. Great performances. David Duchovny looks like he's about 16 in that picture. I think he just got his driver's license when he was in this movie.
But not for nothing. Doesn't the homie Brad Pitt in this picture look like the dude from The Boys? What's his name?
Yeah, he does. I know who you're talking about. I can't think of the name of the character either. But
Urban. Right?
There you go. Something like that.
Yeah,
sounds
right.
Yeah.
Doesn't he look like him? Look.
He does. He looks a lot like him.
Crap. Holy crap, dude. That's insane. I think he was time traveling. He was actually, and it wasn't Brad Pitt. This is what this is showing. You know what? We are now on Earth. Well, actually, Chris, we are now on Earth 2. Brad Pitt was not in California. It was actually, homie. they changed it on Earth 2.
Yeah.
Okay, there we are. A classic, but thanks for tuning in. And is it available now on Redbox?
Yeah. April 1st. So coming up very soon.
April 1st.
Tomorrow.
Hey, listen, I know that April Fool's is day, so you're not tricking me, right? You're telling me the truth's going to be available, right?
Always.
All right.
Rob Roy,
what? Oh, wow, look, he has long hair.
That he does. So it's Liam Neeson, and that is the beautiful Jessica Lange. Also, I think at the prime of their career, as much as I love Liam Neeson, the last 15 films he's done have just been regurgitations of Taken. And this is something completely different. So if you like historic epics, this is amazing. This one is really, really good. So Rob Roy takes place in 1713 in Scotland. It's kind of a Braveheart vibe going on. He plays Rob Roy McGregor, who's a real guy who was wronged by a nobleman, and he becomes an outlaw and takes revenge on the nobles And yeah, it's got kind of a similar vibe to the Mel Gibson Braveheart. But if you like sweeping historic epics, check it out because the performances in this are pretty spectacular.
Dope. All right, so I'm right up my alley because I did Braveheart.
Oh, so this was a fun one.
This looks.
Yeah, so this is.
Scary,
did you happen to see The Menu, which was out in theaters a couple of months ago? Yeah, so this is very similar to. It's got that kind of similar vibe. David Hyde Pierce plays this super wealthy homeowner whose house gets broken into, and you think, oh, this poor guy is going to get taken advantage of, but it ends up David Hyde Pierce is a little bit off his pins and off his rocker in this one, and Clayne Crawford, who plays the guy who breaks into the house, who you might remember from A Walk to Remember, is a thief who quickly discovers that, man, did he pick the wrong house. And it's a weird movie, but if you are up for if like The Menu, you got to be in the mood for it. But if you are, man, it's a fun ride. So there is like with The Menu, there's a dinner party thrown, and this thief is kind of the guest of honor, and it's a weird, kind of creepy movie. But yeah, definitely want to check it out.
Okay, but they're right up my alley. Thank you. Check for the weekend for sure.
Yep.
I'll check because April 1st is weekend, folks. You heard?
Yep. So pour yourself a glass of wine and sit down and watch David Hyde Pierce. Another similar theme. So Tiger House, it's great. This is another one that is some ne'er-do-wells who really pick the wrong house. So I'm gonna mispronounce her name, but Kaya Sotolario, I believe is how you pronounce it. But she was from Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Ed Skrein, who is in Deadpool, plays a group of, it's like a home invasion. And little do they realize that this adorable teenage girl who's inside the house is way more resourceful than anyone would have possibly thought. And it's if you liked, was it Don't Breathe? Wasn't that the Sam Raimi one about the guys who break into the house and the blind ex-special forces guy? Yeah. This is really similar to that. And yeah, they learn to regret their decision. So it's good stuff.
Great, and hopefully that teaches the lessons to you thieves. Don't be breaking into houses because you never know.
You never know. Yeah, exactly. This is a super fun one. Death at a Funeral. This was one, at least for me, that it's got a bunch of stars in there. It's Denzel Washington, Sanaa Lathan from Succession. This is like, I'm sorry, that is from Out of Time. Death at a Funeral is Peter Dinklage. And this was the first one that Peter Dinklage really came on the radar for me. I know he had the Station Agent, I think was his first one. And then this one, I was just like, oh my gosh, who is this guy? He's going to be huge, which he is. And it's got Martin Lawrence, it's got Chris Rock, it's got Danny Glover, Luke Wilson, just star-studded, super fun. There's Tracy Morgan in the back there. But yeah, check it out. It's a fun movie.
I got to see Tracy Morgan do live stand-up in New York.
Did you really?
Many years ago.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. He just happened to be a special guest that they just popped. He did a set because this is when I was married. And all the comedians, we sat in the front. We got there late. That's what happens.
Sure.
So all the comedians were insulting us.
Oh, yeah.
Chris, getting at us again. We're also the only Latinos there, so you can only imagine. So they, you know,
Well,
they're
you sit
getting
in the
it.
front
All of them.
row.
He comes on.
Yeah.
This is what
You sit in
happens.
the
So
front row,
Tracy
you
Morgan
take your
comes on
chances,
stage.
man. I tell you.
Yeah. So Tracy Morgan comes on stage and he insults everybody. Everybody but us.
Oh, really? Okay, good.
I'm like, okay. Yeah. He didn't insult us. I'm like, okay, finally, yo, we're laughing to ourselves. Like, finally, somebody didn't say shit about us. So we go outside, you know, as the club, and he actually a limo pulls up, and he lowers the window. It's Tracy Morgan. He said, "Hey guys, excuse me, did you enjoy the show?" I was like, "Yeah, yo, oh my God, Tracy, thank you so much. You did a great job, yo. You killed it. We're done." He goes, "Yeah, yeah." You know, I was like, "Yeah, thank you for not insulting us." He goes, "Yo, I did that intentionally. These motherfuckers were messing with you all day." So I was like, "Nah, man, y'all my people. I can't let that happen." So that
That's awesome.
was pretty cool. He looked out for us. Yeah. Shout out
Nice. That's
Tracy.
good to
Thank
hear.
you. I know awesome
Right?
memory. And talk about out of time. Hey, there we
Yes.
go. Look at Denzel. Look, mad young, son. Holy shit.
Man, he is a good-looking slice of man, that guy. And so yeah, this one is Denzel, Sanaa Lathan, and Eva Mendes. It's a thriller. He plays a Florida police chief who's investigating a double homicide, but it ends up that there's a little suspicion that he may somehow be involved. And you know, Al, that I'm not that guy, so I'm not gonna. No spoilers. I'm not going to blow anything. But yeah, it's good stuff.
Oh man. Well, what's Denzel? You know, is in a big good movie. He don't make no stinkers.
Nope.
Okay. What's this?
So this is we love us some Nicolas Cage. And a lot of the stuff on Redbox that we have is Nicolas Cage at his campy best, but this was the film that he actually won the Academy Award for Best Actor. So this is Leaving Las Vegas. His performance is unbelievable. If anybody ever doubts that Nicolas Cage is not a spectacular actor, they just need to watch this film because his performance is out of this world. And so he's a screenwriter who's just he feels like he's just done with life, and he's slowly, or not so slowly, drinking himself into oblivion, and meets Elizabeth Shue in Vegas, who is a prostitute, and she is trying to help. They sort of form this friendship / romance. You never quite know what it is, and she is trying to save him from himself. And it's a beautiful film. If you haven't seen it, you got to check it out.
I actually have not. So it's something I gotta check. Ooh, but this.
Look at
Of
this.
course,
Are you kidding me? This is an awesome.
Breaking my heart. You see who's there. Yes, of course. You see who's there in the back. It just passed.
I know. So stinking sad. But I mean, this thing is star-studded. Chaz Palminteri, John Malkovich is actually in it. Jennifer Connelly, Nick Nolte. Obviously, you don't see her in the picture, but Melanie Griffith, and of course Michael Madsen. Also, Chris Penn, who we lost way too soon as well. So this thing is just loaded with stars. But if you like LA Confidential and that kind of noir film, it's pretty fantastic. So it's about a group of sort of a secret group in the LA Police Department, and they're investigating some murders that took place, and they quickly find out that they wish that the stone that they turned over that they had left unturned, because it sort of sets off a chain of events that doesn't really end well for anyone involved. But it's great. The performances are phenomenal. It's fantastic script. If you like noir films, this is one you don't want to miss.
That's definitely an all-star cast from its time, yo, for real. Holy smokes. Yep.
And then,
That's
Easter
true.
is going to be here in just a couple of weeks, and we've got The Chosen, which is I am a harsh critic of a lot of Christian media. This is, I go out on a limb and say, this is the best Christian television series in history. It is so good. I can't even tell you. If you are looking for something to go along to ramp up to Easter, this is the series. The performances are top notch. The design is spectacular, and the writing is so good. I love it. I've seen all of season 1, and my family and I are halfway through season 2. But man, the guy who plays Jesus is, I mean, all the performances are great, but they actually hired people who look like they're from that part of the world for the first time. And it's just a great series. I can't say enough good things about it.
And it looks logical, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Whoa, what's this? Homie look like he angry. What's going on here?
Yeah. So this is Blackthorn. And this is another one who, unfortunately, we lost way too soon. This is Sam Shepard from The Right Stuff and Stephen Rea. So this takes kind of takes the story. It's not a sequel, but it kind of takes the story of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which the film came out, 60 plus years ago. So if you haven't seen it, I'm terribly sorry, but I'm going to spoil it for you. When they jump off the cliff at the end, everybody kind of assumes that was it for them. Well, this story kind of takes that and says, well, what if it wasn't the end? What if they actually survived that jump at the end of the film? So it's the story of Butch Cassidy, played by Sam Shepard, and what may have happened if he didn't die in that cliff jump in Bolivia. But I'm a huge Sam Shepard fan. When I was in college, he was sort of the hot playwright at the time. And I often forget he's such a great actor in The Right Stuff and so many other things that I forget that he was also considered one of the greatest playwrights of his day as well. But super talented, and his performance in this is outstanding. So check it out.
There we go. And that's what's popping on that Redbox, this month, folks. So you know what it is? It's your favorite F word, that 4-letter word, free. All right. So you go check out Redbox, redbox.com. You can also get the app similar like to everything else they got. Right. And it's free for your iPhone, for your Android, for your TV, for your PC. There ain't no getting around it. Don't complain. Oh, why am I paying so much? You don't have to. Redbox.
You don't have to. It's always free, right, at redbox.com or at your favorite app store.
Exactly. There you go, folks. Chris, man, thank you again. There's tons of stuff there now I need to sit down and watch. And now that I've managed my time better, I'm really going to start binging. And if I get more, I'm going to start blaming you. All right?
That's right. Exactly. I'm stealing all your free time. Awesome. Well, thanks for having me, Al. This was always amazing.
No, absolutely. And the next time it comes on, folks, we're going to get into it. The last joint. All right? The one that, lady friendly, family friendly, the chicken soup for the soul. All right? Going for your heart. All right? So we're going to see what's popping there on the next episode when Chris comes back. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Mi gente, you know what it is. Stay tuned. Turn on notifications. Subscribe. Wepa! Woo!